The federal government, in collaboration with various security agencies such as Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Army, and Nigerian Police Force, as well as governmental bodies like Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Department of State Services, and FCTA, along with civil society organizations, have responded to potential threats aimed at critical national infrastructures across the country. This initiative culminated in a gathering in Abuja. Now, the collective effort emphasized the need for collaboration to bolster intelligence gathering, surveillance, and the protection of essential amenities, all aimed at fostering nation building. Reporting for KAFTAN correspondent Mavis Ako concludes the story.
Protecting critical national infrastructure is the responsibility of all to have access to social amenities. Gathered here in Abuja are critical stakeholders who have called on lawmakers to rejig some laws for adequate punishment of vandals. For the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, which houses the National Economic Council Secretariat, the federal government have reactivated an ad hoc committee on crude oil theft, prevention, and control.
We all know that for some time now, our oil industry has not been doing well, and this has been attributed to vandalization. We've not been generating any revenue from the oil sector. And so this administration is determined to make sure that those thefts, that we cop thefts, and increase our revenue. And so the committee, which was a standing committee in the time of Governor El-Rufai, who was the chairman, that committee has been reactivated, and we've hit the ground running. And we have governors from the oil-producing states as members and some other critical stakeholders. The committee is making a lot of progress. At the end of the day, when the report is out, you all get to know. But I want to assure you that something is being done in that sector. So the government is very mindful that our critical infrastructure belongs to every Nigerian, and this is for the good of Nigeria, it's for the development of Nigeria.
For the Nigerian Navy, protecting the maritime domain of Nigeria is essential, hence a call for synergy with community stakeholders, CSOs, and youth. Meanwhile, the internal threat of Nigerian maritime domain was stated to be a huge challenge.
External threats manifest in various forms, including sabotage of sensitive military, economic, or strategic installations. Nigeria's external threats is not as challenging is not as challenging as the internal ones. The internal threats in Nigeria's maritime domain are political and communal conflicts, piracy and armed robbery at sea, kidnap for ransom, vessel hijack, and economic sabotage. Others are gun running and trafficking, human and child trafficking, illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing, illegal oil bunkering, smuggling, militancy, illegal sea mining, as well as unauthorized hydrographic and oceanographic research.
The DSS representative, Peter Afunaya, speaking on Vandals, said, "Nation building lies on the shoulders of a patriotic citizen."
And when you catch them, they say a hard time. But there is another person who has hard time, but is also, you call him a truck pusher, a derogatory name, but he's also a hardworking person who is dwelling in his own type of profession. So the challenge we have in our country is, for reasons of lack of patriotism, lack of love for our nation, being quick to condemn, then we find solace in destroying the things that belong to us.
Also, Alhaji Adamu Gwari, Director, FCT Security Services Department, revealed that to rehabilitate FCT rail facilities, over $11 million is required.
Fortunately, during the COVID-19, things went differently, and vandals take advantage of such situation and descend heavily on the rail facilities, to the extent that to rehabilitate and bring back the rail facilities is costing the FCT administration over $11 million. And you can see the impacts of vandalism of our critical infrastructure.
The convener, Emmanuel Johnny, urged Nigerians to take responsibility of protecting their infrastructures.
Now, if we don't allow our law to work, our system will continue to go down. So we have a existing law. Let's allow this law to work. So National Assembly should consider all this legal framework in making sure that, look, if you vandalize government infrastructure, this is a penalty. Then as you are living in your community, look, telecom infrastructure is important. Because without telecom infrastructure, they can never create knowledge and ICT-based society. Without power infrastructure, your business cannot grow. So why are you not taking responsibility as citizens? See it as your own.
The destruction of critical infrastructure causes deprivation to basic social amenities and direct risks to life. Hence a call for the critical protection policy to have a direct interface with the judicial system, revisit the existing laws to provide punitive measures to vandals. From the nation's capital, Mavis Ako, KAFTAN TV News.